mean, you guys had to know it was going to happen eventually, right? We are making Muppet Treasure Island. We are making one of the greatest Muppet films next to Muppet Christmas Carol. It's one of my personal favorites. We have Jim. We have John Silver. It's going to be played by Tim Curry. We have Gonzo. We have Miss Piggy. We have Kermit the Frog as Captain Smollett. There's a treasure hunt. The protagonist finds the treasure. It's set in the island, the Caribbean. Fantastic. Elkin is going to ruin this. We're going to give him a chance, though. We're going to give him a chance. Okay, I held his hand. I helped him through the whole process. So we're going to give him a chance. All right, Busted from Hill is, everyone's critic's least favorite film because I made a sheriff a female and the audience loves it. We've made, $1.5 million. Good evening. My pleasure to welcome you to the third annual Pollux Awards. Okay. As always, I'm your host, Harlan Starsurf. This time I've been asked to read everything from the cue cards. Too much improvisation might anger the moralists. How nice it is to live in a country where morality is above everything else, even above the law. Yeah, exactly. Right? There's that pesky little thing called the First Amendment. Ooh, can this be us? Yeah, dude! Let's go! Max, dude, I knew you had it in you. Bringing home awards. Can we get Sybil here too? Okay. National Baboon taking the Best Actor and Best Actress in 1935. All right, we're not going to do anything with this. Evergreen swept this. Good for them. Herman Watson's the year's Best Director. They didn't even have anyone else next to him. A little rigged. Seems sus. Seems a little sus, but what are you gonna do? Evergreen again. Crushing it. Good job, Clifford. Wow. It's a hell of a mullet you got there, bud. Dude, Evergreen swept every category. Oh, God. And I was worried about Gernstein Brothers. Jeez, dude. Evergreen, again. Do you know how many movies they had to crank out at such a high quality? Like, that's impressive. I mean, they're clearly a behemoth, right? This concludes the 1935 Pollux Awards. Thank you, Harlan. We'll see you again next year. Sure you will. 2 of our guys got it. Well, a guy and a girl. Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. We got influence for that. We got reputation for that. Max Berry is, an award winner. Dude, I knew you were a star. Too bad you're capped out, but you still have an award behind you, so hopefully we can put you in stuff. We made $49,000 again. Let's pay our taxes. I think I clicked pay later on that. All right, Sydney. You got established in a love triangle. That's good. Okay, Plantations Burning. This is another weird one that kind of Herbert created, I think. We have a female soldier in the Civil War. There's a murderess. We kind of came up with our own idea for what that could look like. You can check that out in the last one if you haven't seen it. Everyone was pretty happy about this. Good. 8 days a week, second unit, medium. We're definitely going to throw Bob on this because, again, we have a female as the protagonist. Stolen Hearts. There's a bandit in this one, I believe. So this dropped a lot. But, I mean, again, we couldn't really get the best staff. Our staff for this one wasn't up to that 8. We can always bring it up. Maybe everyone's really happy. I don't have any more security guys. All right, well, no security on this one then. Nothing from Bernard, huh? Bernard is our comedy writer. right? I mean, yeah. Hate him just to keep doing that, but Eddie Rosen got known for A Love Triangle. Rotten Fates. This is a good one. An A-. Bone Grinder hates it, so we oscillate between him loving us and him hating us. He can't ever really make up his mind. I think he just likes to be a contrarian. He likes to be against what everyone, you know, wants to go with. He wants to be against the current. Sybil. I'm sure the first German-American film will appeal to both our audiences and will take pride in place in the Führer's private collection. You know what? Great. Money for business development? Film distribution in Germany? Like, how much do I really want to work with these guys? What does this do? An irrevocable and non-binding 750,000 financial development package from the powerful philanthropists at the Reichstag. You're going to give me $750,000 for an irrevocable and non-binding financial development package? I mean, okay, that's $750,000 that doesn't go to, I don't know, Panzers. Sure. Great. Oh, great. Look, okay, that doesn't go to the Luftwaffe now, right? Oh man, I still have to do this thing for... Okay, let's take a look here. That one's a good percentage. This one isn't, so if we go ahead and let's demolish this. Confirm. Thank you. And we'll go to construction, and we'll go to soundstage level 2, start construction, and we're gonna build a new one here. And this is gonna be cutter stone. Oh, of course. Okay, fine. And then let's go to, I don't know, construction, start construction. All right. We're gonna go right. Yeah, we'll go right here. Cutter stone, start construction. So instead of bullets, bombs, you know, bandages, tanks, things like that, we've taken the Reich's money. We've taken their money, and we gave it to some young kid. You know, we gave it to Fred Carpenter's nephew to build us 3 terrible sound stages, which I'm gonna tear down. Okay. Like, I'm not getting in bed with Germany, right? I'm taking their money to help the war effort. Well, the war hasn't even started yet, so it doesn't matter. Seems like things turned out around for my nephew. Good, thank you. And Fred is the only one that can give us influence at the moment. All right, free contract terminations. Good. At this point, yeah, let's go amazing legal production. Who knows what's gonna happen here? Okay. So Busted Front Hill. What is the best way to look at this here? I mean, it made $2.3 million. The film that all the critics said, like, don't go see this, right? In week 8, we made $184. So let's... Oh, that's because another film is here. We could have extended this further, but let's just end this distribution. My contract has expired. You're 7172. Yeah, James, we're gonna get you back on here, bud. 3 movies. Medical coverage. Fine. Good. You know, the movie that everyone said, oh, we can't do this. Oh, we can't do this. Oh, we can't do this. Right? It's so terrible. Like, how dare a lady wear pants and be a sheriff? Like, that movie is our highest grossing movie of all time. Right? So, Leland is he's a 5-0. He's not known for anything. Like, we could get... You know, we could get we'll keep him as, like, our sidekick character, things like that. We need to try to get, like, the 8s, the 9s. Hello. Jürgen Stelm. I recently read in one of your newspapers about the execution of a 14-year-old boy in Louisiana. Your officials certainly have progressive ideas about justice. And the poor thing wouldn't die. The electricity had to be applied several times, all while the boy was screaming in agony and choking on his tears. All of this, even while his guilt was never clearly proven. Whoa. Okay. Frau Riedler's crimes, on the other hand, were beyond doubt. We spared her the suffering and humiliation. One bullet in the forehead is enough. Oh my god, they killed her? No, you won't be reading about it in the newspapers. We kept the press quiet, although German reporters do love a good story about what we do to a Jewish saboteur, but I can assure you that everything was quick and clean. I attended her execution personally. Please do not imagine that I take pleasure in such spectacles. It's just my job. To supervise everything personally, and of course to achieve results at any cost. My colleagues say I can be too direct and persistent at times, but the Führer values me for this. Perhaps Frau Riedler had been doing something truly effective. Instead of establishing friendships and building bridges, no one would have looked so closely into her dubious origins or the affairs of her lover. But all of this is in the past. In the future, we will clearly state our wishes and closely monitor how they are fulfilled. But of course, this does not mean there can be no sentimentality in our friendship, especially if it helps you prove your dedication to our common cause. I am not part of your cause. How about sending the Fuhrer a few copies of the best films? I'm sure he'll be most entertained. You want me to bake him an apple pie too? I don't do business with idiots. Get lost. Get out of here. I've lost 1,000 GP. Fine. Good. Okay, Jorgen is no longer a friend. Jesus, get out of here, man. Okay, so Michael Allen, 6.3, Rising Star. Are you capped though? No. It's expensive, but yeah, we'll keep you. Sydney is a what? A 3-0? And you're capped? It's been fun. Gabriel is a 4-9. He's been with us since the beginning. Like, he plays those older gentleman roles that we have, things like that. He's a good supporting character. 73 years old. He's been in a lot of our movies actually has Gabriel in it. I just don't know if we want a 4-9. $31,000 for Gabriel, and he's not really going to add to. Now he can do some of the. Maybe he can bring up some of the weirder stuff that we start creating. Yeah. All right, Gabriel. Just for sentimental reasons, we're going to keep you in here. Okay. So, utopian futuristic city. Very cool. That's what I'm talking about, boys. Okay, how to lose a lady in 5 days. Our movies are certainly getting more expensive. Whoa. 9.9? Hell yeah. I love that my goal was to become like the Trash King, and I'm currently making like blockbuster and, critic loved movies and stuff like that. Oops. All right. Editor. Everett, you're good. You're an award winner, but you're capped. Right? So would it be better? I think maybe it would be better to get Emma on this. No. Adam, same thing. You're capped too. So I'm not getting anything from this other than it's going to take a little bit of a hit, right? We do have really high quality, sound recording though. I mean, obviously this is going to drop. It always drops in post-production. Right? An English swallow. This jumped up. Okay, good. Gabriel even got some experience for that. All right, so, maybe it wasn't a bad idea to keep him around. Start post. Now, Emma, this is right in range, so maybe this is where we'll do that for you there. Okay. Okay. So we told the Germans they can take a hike. The Germans. We're not going to be working with them. Rotten Fates, we're going to definitely extend this. Jesse, or Jesus is a 6-0. My contract has expired. But you're cheap, right? Yeah. That's a good one. You can stay. $6 million, right? We're not making the trash films at the moment, but also at the same time, our films are getting bigger. They're making more money. The technology's gotten better. I'm putting $500,000 into what is essentially Monty Python. So I guess this is the tightrope that we have to walk. Camelot is a silly place. Go there. Now, we don't have anything going on, so I think 4th of July for this is, is fine. Like, if we were to go here. And now that we have $6 million, what we need to do is we need to go and buy more theaters. Perfect. Yeah, we'll go like this. Advertising. Yeah, obviously this is for boys, so we're gonna go comic book, Spark. I mean, I don't know how much we can, we could do radio, right? Ralphie in A Christmas Story sits in front of the radio. Yeah, we'll just go there. Okay. English swallow. Good. Okay. The Amber Tier. Which one was this? This is Herbert. So, action, historical comedy, romance, American Civil War, daring adventure, killer toaster. Oh, no. Sidekick treasure hunt. Herbert, you can't all be winners, man. I mean, even like Stephen King had some swing and misses and stuff like that, but I expect better from you. All right? So, after that, pretty abysmal performance there. Rotten Fates in week 8 is still almost, quarter full. We've still made $124,000 in week 8. Let's just let's extend it. Good. I think we're gonna delete these anyways, so we'll do 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 10 we can demolish. This was just to help the mayor out. Sisman is a 7-0 director. Yeah, yes. And you're good with shootouts, so that makes me happy. Arthur, you're not doing your job. 8, we can demolish. 9, we can demolish. Okay. Let's repair... Oh, parent figure. Okay, that's good. So, C4, let's go ahead and repair this one. Soundstage 1 is good. Then we'll repair Soundstage Stage 3. How to Lose a Lady in 5 Days. Post-production. Took a little bit of a hit, but it's still this, you know, heavy-hitting film, which is awesome. How to Lose a Lady in 5 Days. Sure. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the dice and the lemons and the cat. Let's go with this one. This is a little bit better. I think that's fine. Oh, I said it. Okay, guys, you have to remind me. You're probably shouting in the comments right now, being like, "Go buy more theaters. You said you were gonna do that." I know. I get distracted. A lot of flashing lights. 1, 2, 3. 2 to the end here. Advertising. It's good for women, so Velvet Gloss. It's worse for boys. We'll go radio, magazine, newspaper. Apply. Confirm. How to Lose a Lady in 5 Days. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do it. Theater management. There's 755 of these left. We have $5 million in the bank. We're gonna bring that up to an even 200. Bye. Heck yeah. All right, good. So now we have 1,000 shows per day. That's good. I love to see it. An English swallow. Camelot is a silly place. Yeah. Let's end distribution for Rotten Fates. That made $2.4 million. Eddie Rosen is established in drama. His genre is established in drama. The Arsonist was denied a bank loan. Send Rotten Fates to Archive. It's the best $1,000 I've ever spent. 7.8 cinematographer. Sure. There we go. Good. An English Swallow gets a B-. Bone Grinder doesn't like it. You know, Fun Times is like, it's not a film that will interest anyone. Sure. You say that. You say that. Let's see how much it does. Okay, Stolen Hearts. You know, I thought when we were going to be a Trash King, we were going to do nothing but like 1.0s that would just be super cheap. But instead, I've gone the route somehow of being a Trash King and also making, you know, $250,000 to $500,000 movies that are in the 7s and 8s. So I don't know if we went down the right path, or I'm just not playing it right, or I don't quite understand it. Like I'm trying to get these story beats and settings and stuff like that so I can go further down the Trash King route, but like right now I'm handicapped. I can't really do anything with it. I'm gonna throw Emma on this one just so she might get some experience. Same thing with Lewis. We'll use obviously our own film development, music recording, and sound recording. Right? And I need to figure out how to do sequels. Do Robot Stream. So 6.0. brand new genre of science fiction. Felix, you're doing a great job. Yeah. Let's start this project. Cinematographer. I mean, Jimmy, I'm going to take advantage of you. We just have to do this under 197 days. That's HC1. Can I get... remember, we're just going to have to do this one on... This is going to have to be quick. Quick, quick, quick. Quick like a bunny. $140 days, which is, you know, your contract is up in 160 some. You're gonna add so much time to this, right? I think we'll be just under the wire of his contract. Do we? Sure. Do we have a shootout here? We do. Yeah, so Sisman, this could be you. Soldier is going to be... we'll do Michael. Love interest is going to be... just mentor. She's 31. We could do Cleo here. The sidekick is going to be... I mean, Max is an award winner, right? Let's do... But you guys are capped. I hate using that. But we just got to get you kind of out of here. So we'll do Wilson. And then the robot is going to be... robot's going to be... Okay, $500,000, 150 days. Go. Working on the Jolly Roger. This is our Muppet Treasure Island, guys. And you're telling me that's a 3-4? I don't believe you. But we had a 2.5 writer work on it, so I'm okay. Yeah, let's do this. How can I cast Muppets? We'll go... you know what, Thomas, this might be for you. This might be your last movie with us. Uh-oh. I mean, can we do this entire thing on location? It's gonna add a lot of time. I don't have a studio. I don't have a soundstage. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna go out on location here. I mean, it's gonna take 193 days, $738,000. That's a little bit ridiculous. That's a little bit ridiculous for a pirate movie. Do I really want to swing and a miss with this one? Script will go back to the shelf. Yeah. We gotta get our sound stages back up. Bernard. Bernard, Barbara, my contract has expired. Okay. Oh, oh shoot. I wanted that for 3 movies. Dang it, I'm clicking too quickly. Okay. Felix isn't working on anything. Bernard isn't working on anything. So Felix, let's get some more. How about some more finales? Do that. Herbert, let's get some more themes and events. Bernard. Comedy, Caribbean, Wayward Soul. Yeah, Bernard, let's try this. You go there. Comedy, Arthurian Legends, and Sheriff. Action, Caribbean, Clumsy Oaf. Elkin, maybe you can do that one. All right. Yeah, so all our writers are working on something now. Child of Laughter. Yeesh. Okay, Plantation's Burning. Look at that. It's a 9-0. And the critics think it's even better. Nice. Good. Happiness of Cast and Crew. Editor is going to be... Yeah, I mean, I guess Everett. Composer here is going to be Adam. Film development here. 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 Go. Okay. So, I mean, it's interesting. Like, I obviously, on a personal level, like in outside of the game level, I don't want to work with the right. Victorian England. You can do like Downtown Abbey, Sherlock Holmes. It's awesome. We could actually make a Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, we could do that. Week 4, we still made 166,000 for an English Swallow. We can extend distribution on that. You know, what I was gonna say is like, I just think for maybe like a game aspect, like I would like to see what their conversation tree was like. You know, that way we can have more events, which I think is the fun part, and allowing us to deal with the problems and stuff like that. You know, whereas the game can be very clicky, right? It can be very like, let's click through here, let's click through there, you know, and kind of has a little bit of repetitiveness. I'm still having a ton of fun. I just kind of wish that maybe we would have kept the dialogue open with the Germans just to even see where it goes. And if we got too weird, we could obviously just back out. But hopefully someone else will come in and replace them. Post always hurts our films. You know, we're working on that printing office now. Emma got a little experience. Lewis. Stolen Hearts. Sure. How to Lose a Lady in 5 Days. English Swallow. Let's go. We're gonna definitely want to do this one out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go Stolen Hearts there. Let's go. Look at that, 7,000. Good. That's good. Love to see it. See that there. That's the way you do that right there, right there. Whoa. This is cool. This is cool. So young women really like Stolen Hearts. I guess they're in the green. So Velvet Gloss, radio, magazines. I don't know. Newspapers. See, again, like, how does this help me? Like, okay, that's in green, but you know, we need to figure out which one of these represents the best demographic, right? You know, I don't want to say comic books, but it is young women, right? So maybe we throw Spice Mice in there, but then it's not girls. Okay, so it's like, this is like your student crowd, your early 20s. This is like your moms, right? The 30s and up, and this is like your 17 or less. I don't know, right? So like this is cool that we can see it, and I wanted it, but I don't quite understand how that is going to help. I wish there was a little bit more clarity there. Wish there was a little bit more clarity for us to be able to say, okay, like, this is ideally where we want to spend our money. And it's not like making money is a problem. We've got $5 million in the bank. Unrequited love for James. It's so weird that we're going down a like rom-com path. A+, but Bone Grinder hates it. No surprise. Owen, keep leveling up, man. Well, he's capped now, but he's an 8, so that's good. An English Swallow's already made $797, or $797,000, right? So do Robot stream? Like, we're not having a problem making money right now, and we're keeping our competition off of us. We've managed to avoid the code. We've managed to, keep censorship out of us, right? Because again, the thing that I've been railing against in every of these episodes, I'm not trying to make this political or anything like that, but like, it should be based on the market. If you don't want to go see a movie, then don't go see it. And if people don't go see it and that movie studio doesn't make money, they're not going to try to do that again, right? But that should be up to the people. It shouldn't be up to committees and alliances and stuff like that. I just don't want. I want to fight and use my influence so that way the alliance doesn't get to control what type of movies I can make. You know what I'm saying? And we're getting better settings. We can start going in and making, more. An English Swallow in week 8 has dropped down pretty low. Wow. We'll just take it was never meant to be a great movie. It's a silly movie. There was a wizard war, right? We still made $822,000 on it. Roy, no. What? I have police protection. Okay. So the cops are just coming and stealing our stuff, right? I would imagine this is they've made a deal with the other studios, Gernstein, Evergreens. They're just like coming and taking. During the raid, cops recognized Gabriel Rotowski and asked for his autograph. Gabriel Rotowski has never been asked for an autograph before and was deeply moved by the attention. Okay. Gabriel, you've never had your autograph asked for? Like, you've been in Hollywood for years. Tomorrow, my friend Jeremy is coming to Los Angeles. He's a nice guy, but painfully energetic, and as soon as we meet again, we'll start doing all sorts of things. Sniffing, smoking, drinking, everything in sight. It can be unpleasant, and the worst thing is that it goes on for days after days. Then it comes to me, wouldn't it be great if I just stayed out of sight while Jeremy was around? Can you give me a vacation for 2 months? I mean, yeah. I'd rather... Spirited young lady. A dreamer and rebel from a noble family. A strong personality who flies against stereotype. Good. Alright. So... I thought we had protection for police raids, which I guess we didn't, right? So I want that back. This is why I put you in one of my movies. And, you know what? I want you to go raid my competitors. And I want that to be evergreen, right? So, and also, you know what? You know what? No. Like, we have plenty of money. Don't want to trouble yourself rummaging through someone else's trash. That's the job to people who are used to getting their hands dirty. Let's go. I think he won't work with me, which is fine. What good will be getting blackmail material from, you know, like if I were to get blackmail material from these guys, what good would this do? Could I use that in a way where it's like, hey, come over to my side, or else I'll tell the world that you did X, right? So I don't know. I guess I just wish there was, you know, I wish there was a little bit more. Fred Carpenter's lawyer knows every judge in Los Angeles. He can call all the right person, say the right words, and sit back and wait for the right verdicts. His legal talents increase success in court by 25% for 6 months. Okay. You know, this brings us down to 40 with Fred. But let's go to another one of his parties. Get 300 more influence. Okay. So, yet again, the cops, you know, we're going to end a video where the cops raided us. I know our head of legal said maybe we should put, or head of security said maybe we should put one of our guys in the police station. Police surveillance. 28% chance of successful bribe. Unlike working at the studio, working for the police doesn't require any skills. You just need to go to meetings and report everything you hear. All right. I mean, if we're going to continuously get raided, like if this is going to be a continuous mechanic in the game that we're going to continuously lose all of our, you know, stuff. And again, we're not hurting for money right now. I can go in here and say, hey, let's get 5 more of these. Let's go in here and get, you know, 5 more of these, right? I just don't want to lose these, because even if I'm not using them, like, that's still an expense, right? We're still spending that money. And yeah, we have the money. And I almost wish we could pay with, you know, our slush fund there. But if the police are going to be raiding us, then we need to try to figure out ways to counteract that. And we are also going to need to try to figure out ways to do that with our competition. So that way they feel the brunt of that. And it's not just us. Right? We're going to call it a part there for now. There's, you know, I got to figure out how to do sequels. I got to figure out how to nail this sort of stuff in, right? So like this one, for example, what do we need? We need dystopian. Well, we just got utopian. Okay. We only have 2 trash elements, or 3: Wizard War, Killer Toaster, Toxic Avenger. Like, okay. And it's not like I can research anything, right? So I'm you know, I'm gonna do a little research, try to figure out on how this works, how I can maybe get some of the. Maybe you have to make films with this in it, right? Maybe that's how your writers find this. But yeah, all right, cool. I think we're gonna call it a part there, guys. If you saw the video, consider giving it a like, and if you did like the video, consider subscribing. It really helps me out. I'm having a super great time. I hope you are as well. We're gonna keep plugging along. We're gonna keep fighting the cops. We're gonna keep fighting our competition, and we're gonna go from there. Talk to you later. Bye for now.